Alright, I'm gonna have a worry about this. How is it that an energy bill for a small business can go from small business rates to the rates of a medium to large business, whilst the is it the energy suppliers? No. The energy procurers? No. No, people like Shell and Petronas and stuff. They're raking in the cash. These monopolies are raking in the cash. The Tories are helping to keep these fat cats funded. And we've got small businesses who are going from a £6,000 a year energy bill to one that's 70 grand. 70 fucking grand. I don't understand. I don't understand. What? Well, okay. I partly understand. There's the greedy fat cat side of it. We want more cash, but what I don't understand is how the Tories believe that they can continue to get away with this crap. And there's the Tory member part of the country that seems to think that it doesn't matter what people who can't afford to deal with this shit. You know, it's very protectionist. That's what it is. Protectionist. Just looking for the word. It's ridiculous. This protectionist outlook from the Conservatives is harming our country. So it's harming our society. It's harming our economy. It's harming our education. It's harming job creation. It's harming societal welfare, mental welfare, physical welfare. We're supposed to be an advanced nation. An advanced nation ought to be able to look after its own people. That's the fallacy here. That's the fallacy. That's the lie. The barefaced fucking lie. And what's worse is that my generation and the generations younger than me, I'm 28 years old, 29 later this Christian year, early next for us pagans. But people younger than me are gonna pay worse for what's going on now if the situation is continued in the same manner. We are beginning to not beginning to. We're making a hash of this as as a people, and I'm not one of those pagans that sees myself entirely separate from the rest of the population. How can I be? I take benefits from the state because of my disability. I have to pay out electricity bills, energy bills, and rent bills. I have to pay. I have to deal with society, the other members of our island, and in this modern day, isolationism is ridiculous. Actually, is isolationist thought, isolationist policies are actually ridiculous in this day and age. And no one wants to live up to the reality that what they voted for, that the party they voted for did not give a damn, and they believed a bunch of fucking liars. And the problem there is that from there you get people believing that every politician is a liar. Ow. Now, this is not a situation that can't be fixed. But the willingness to fix it has to be there. We could reconnect our energy grid to the rest of the EU. That would help them and us. That doesn't mean we have a stronger bargaining position. It would just be advantageous for both sides. Actually investing in our energy grid, a more efficient energy grid. Actually doing it, actively doing it. On a more intensive scale. Because what we've done so far is token. Obviously. If it wasn't token attempts so far, then why are we in this situation? And from everything I've seen and everything I've heard and continuing to see and hear, it's going to get worse. Because the people in charge don't care. They don't care. Why should they? They don't have to live with the hardships. It'd be funny as fuck if they did. It'd be funny as fuck if all of a sudden their whole lives came crashing down on them, and they had to be forced down to our level, and understand what it's like to live on this level, down at ground level, so to speak. There is much we could do about these that our government could do about these energy bills. It just doesn't want to. That's the plain facts. And if it does, it's because they feel they're in danger electorally. Not because they want to, but because they're in danger electorally. So, yeah, there you go. There are politicians that do want to, you know, make an effort, but that's not what we've got. You know, there was this whole thing of Boris is for the people, by the people. No, he's fucking not. He's not even from working class background. He's a liar. This whole thing is lies. I used to lie when I was a lot when I was younger. It didn't help me whatsoever. But that was a piece of dark wisdom that I had to become accustomed to knowing. To knowing. Lying isn't gonna keep you going, and it will only make things worse in the end. So as much as possible, you always want to stick to facts. It's not truths nor lies, just facts. Less complications that way. And then deal with the facts. Not through truth or lies, just dealing practically with the facts. And given that this country is made up of a whole different bunch of people, perhaps it would be a good idea to get a committee of representatives of those different types of people to see what the different communities can come up with. How about we make these things community based? Or at least some of them. At least in part. It's an idea. Someone else can help to expand upon this idea, but I reckon it's a good idea. There are things that you know, if communities bonded together to get loads of solar panels and the I've forgotten the word. Fuck. I've got it on my wish list. You know, the electricity storage unit. That would cut down on energy bills for a bunch of different people. Investment could go there, but it won't. What's the betting? I've got this idea for myself. It's a It's an idea, but I want to get a windmill outside on top of the shed. Put some solar panels, maybe out on the sun-facing windows or whatnot. So we can cut down on our energy bill. If we could get these things for people across the country, if we could invest in these things for people across the country, that might help. Find a way to make it so that it's already a part of new builds. There must be a way to do this, and it would cut down on people's energy bills. In the short term, these ideas about windfall taxes, yeah, great. But do the windfall tax without these exemptions. Because it wasn't a £15 billion one, it was more like a £5 billion windfall tax. And plenty of borrowing to cover the rest of it. So don't let them fucking bullshit you. £6,000 up to 70. That's fucking stupid. Can you imagine what they're going to try and do with water and other stuff. I'd hate to know what the gas bill looks like. Fuck. If I can find out what the gas situation is like, I'll let you guys know. But like, we can move. I don't mean to be a bit of a green eco warrior here, but the point is we could actually become more self-sufficient if we just get out of the 19th and 20th century thinking. That's what it is. We need to get out of that monotheistic framework of capital is what we need. Resource needs to be hoarded. Anyway, that's it from me for now on this subject. Hope everyone has a good day. Har en god dag. This has been Shari Waiter. Bless us Thursday. I'm having problems. Bless her Thursday. There we go. Fuck's sake.